We are live. Let's wait a bit to see will someone join us. Hi guys and girls.
Do you think they will join immediately?
I have no idea. This is my first live ever. Is it yours?
Mine as well.
So like sorry in advance if we mix something, if we had...
See, you have some people.
Yeah, hi people. Hi people. So we are actually going live on 3 phones, 3 Instagram accounts. One is mine, one is yours, and one is from Regional Cooperation Council. So yeah, hi people. I'm actually a bit nervous. So yeah, this is my first live ever, and I'm in such a good company. I have a beautiful woman next to me. You probably know her. Actually, I'm not sure how many people know you. Yesterday
here in Bosnia.
Yeah, yesterday I put a question on my Instagram account, like how many people know you, and do they think are you from Balkan or not? And statistics were 50-50. So 50 people thinks it's almost 200 people think that you are not from Balkan.
Really?
Really.
Okay.
I have no idea why.
Thanks to those who had the right answer.
Yeah. But many people actually know. So we will speak in English. So please send your questions here in English, or we will try to translate it
as well in English, but I'm pretty sure then
they will know.
Them will be in Albanian too.
Yeah, so next to me is one of the most powerful and wonderful women in the region. Her name is Majlinda Bregu. You need to know her. If you don't know her, like Google it, you need to know her. Actually, you are like, now it will be 1 year that you are in Sarajevo.
Yeah,
and you are actually from Tirana.
I'm
and
from Tirana.
How do you like here so far?
Well, I wish I could have more time to spend in Sarajevo. Because of the travelings, it's not that I'm frequently here. From the very first beginning, when everybody was asking me, so are you settled in? So do you like Sarajevo? How is there? And I was saying, it's great. So I don't have it, and I swear, I didn't have a day with bad feeling or something that could really make me feel anxious about leaving my home country and working or having an office somewhere else.
So it's quite similar, like in Tirana, you probably don't feel the same because it's still not your home city.
I wouldn't say similar too much. Well, there are similarities. But there is a difference. So Tirana is more like, like a red type personality. So more vivid, more sanguine, moving kind of people, being anxious to run faster. While in Sarajevo, I would say it's more like kind of greenish personality type. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the green agenda and climate meat. But people who tend to have reservations against towards transformation, or then needs to be pushed a little bit to change and so on. So so there are similarities, as I said, especially in terms of, or when you compare young people having the same challenges and same problems. But well, there are differences, artistic differences.
You mentioned young people. Can we just stick a bit to that? I'm young. We are young people who are I'm hanging out are quite young. So can you just tell us how important actually regional cooperation and everything that's happening in the region is important for young people?
Well, I think that whatever happens in the region that tries to foster and promote a better life and better standards is important for everybody, and it is damn important for young people. Unfortunately, and this is worrisome, the situation of young people in the region is not all rosy and pink. And you might have heard, and maybe that's why the PR team has chosen that color. Yeah, and maybe you might have heard and read, but I'm pretty sure because you have friends as well that are quite eager to leave our countries and to go abroad. And for us, in terms of serious business, there are worrisome figures. Your age and your let's say your friends, those who constitute from 18 to 24, are the ones who are eager to leave their countries, and I think it's not only because they would like to have a better life, but for education mostly. But again, it goes like that for all the target groups. So the majority, almost 39 of people in all the region are having, they are prone to consider leaving their country and going abroad, which is not, it's a sad situation actually. So,
but they feel that somewhere else will be much better. That's the reasoning behind.
It's not only maybe that they feel, they hope that somewhere else they are going to have a better life, they might have a better education, they might have a job. Some of them as well, they think the level of freedom they have in their countries, they are not comfortable with that, so they would like to go and live somewhere else. A few people could really consider to leave, I guess, because they would like to just for cultural experiences. That is mostly on tourism, but there are different factors. But the problem is that the number has been growing year after year. So from at least during the last 5 years, so the number has increased, let's say, drastically.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I know that when I was finishing my MA studies in Italy, that I came back, but that first period of 3-6 months wasn't easy at all. Like, it was so hard to find a job. It was so hard to be noticed on the market, for some employee to find you. So yeah, I didn't mention where we are sitting.
But you had a good idea.
Yeah,
so
I had like good idea with my colleagues, and we are actually sitting in the homework hub. This is something that my colleagues and I actually made and started 3 months ago.
Which is cool.
I'm glad you like it.
We just added today our slogans, good, better, regional. It's not that it was there before. No.
I can't lie, I have pictures. Yeah, we just added. But it will stay now, at least for like 2-3 months.
So what do you do here?
Actually, this is a place for students to come and to study. We are kind of renting tables for one time per hour. So students are coming here to find a quiet place and good environment for studying, for...
Even socializing, I guess, with each other.
Yeah, they love socializing. But now it's the period of exams, so we are full every day. But students are actually studying. Students are actually want to educate themselves, want to live here, so...
And those that are coming here, what are they studying mostly?
They're usually studying like medicine, electrical engineering, architecture, many things, like even social science, economics, like a lot of them are they're from different areas and different kind of even grades, even like some are from high school, some are from university.
Do they think that they will finish their studies and work here, or they are still?
They hope so.
They
hope so. So we will see what life will bring on. Yeah, let's move to some like happier topics, easier one. So because of your job, you're actually traveling a lot. You are like a lot.
Up in the air.
How do you manage to stay okay with all that traveling? What you are actually doing while traveling? Do you have any time when you are visiting those cities to go shopping, to sightseeing, anything what normal people do when they're traveling?
Well, whatever you do when you are on vacations, it's hard to do while you are traveling for work or business. Because usually you have to run to a meeting and then to another one, and then you have to get them to catch another flight. So there is really less time in between. And having a lot of, let's say, a heavy agenda, it's not that I have the luxury to spend half a day for myself. If it happens, it's welcomed, but it hasn't been an experience, at least during the last year. So. Well, I try to combine. So now it's a new reality. Whatever you tend to do, if you have free time at home, you should try to combine and at least some of those things to let those happen while you are traveling. So if you could have some free time to read during your vacations, on a full year basis, almost your vacation time is once you are in a flight, so up in the air. because then you are offline, so nobody will call you. You don't have to answer immediately.
So you are one of those
WhatsApp.
who are happy to have like 12-hour flight.
Yeah. Actually, whenever my phone is offline, I'm happy, and I'm pretty much. I'm not saying looking forward because technology is advancing, but yes, I really love those places when the telephone could not really.
Yeah, like to have 12-hour without phone.
But it's not though. In between, immediately the first thing that I do is to check the mobile. But you have to build a routine once you are traveling, because then otherwise it's going to be completely unhealthy for you, mentally and physically.
Yeah.
So I tend to read. I tend to watch films, or then when I'm stressed and tired, so I have some music that is downloaded, even those meditation, kind of heavy rain, thunder.
Really? You use those?
And then I tend to just to meditate, and then imagine myself that I'm enjoying the sound of the rain.
Those applications. You have like a lot of those applications that to put it like to get sleep or something.
Well, for me it's not easy to get sleep, but at least I could stay and then imagine
try
myself
to relax.
Exoding in another reality.
Many other girls are going to the spa to relax, and you are happy with 12 hours flight.
Well, I've been going to the physiotherapist, frankly, because my spine cracked very at the beginning of May, so it was really at the very start of my job. So yes, spa is a more relaxed environment, but physiotherapist is the one that you need time after time, especially when you are traveling. Not only flights, even
my spine is still
car.
good. But I'm young.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
You have only 3 years more than my daughter, so it's.
We are.
You have time.
To have spine injuries.
Yeah, well, you might have it.
You never know. You know, actually, when I put your picture yesterday on my Instagram account, I asked, like, do people know who you are and where are you from? But many people reply and said, like, oh my God, where this woman shop, where she finds the clothes, because they were scrolling through her Instagram profile. That's the huge thing. But other thing that I noticed when I was scrolling your Instagram profile is that usually you are the only woman on the many political panels that you are visiting, on many conferences, on many occasions. So how you actually feel, how is to be like one of the rare women in the men's world?
Well, I wouldn't say that is something that you should feel proud of. Whenever you feel that there is a huge potential of women that is completely not explored, and then women are not really doing very well in high positions. Actually, from the region, from the Balkans, if I'm not mistaken fully, there are only 2 women in high-ranking positions, and one is from Bosnia, Dunja Miljaković, and me. So I'm pretty much afraid that based to the international organizations or to the high level, we are the only ones. So if I'm mistaken and I don't know any, I'm sorry. It would be great to have more women. It is still, even with the hard fight for women to try to reach the level of gender equality, it is still a man's world, and politics is usually a man's world. So you only have to keep in mind that for women being in politics, both men and women, the actual ones, have stipulated some quotas. So women are still considered being part of quotas to induce and to be present in politics.
And what do you think, are quotas actually like good? It's like huge debate.
Well, that is a long story with me that would really make our phones and our batteries die very soon. So there were different periods of mine. At the beginning, when I felt the necessity of more women being in politics, I was one of the supporters of quotas, even publicly. Then it came a moment that I realized that the quotas as well were kind of men in politics trick to bring in the women that were easier to be commended. And that moment, I'm afraid I was one of the first ones, and I paid my dues for that, saying that quality and quantity should go both together. You have good men and good women for politics. You have bad men and you have not appropriate women for politics. So we could not say that the good or the strong ones are from one side and the victims from one side, from the other side. So I think that the more we pressure on quality, freedom, constituency, those values will make politics better. What is that, a question?
Yeah, we have a question.
Which Instagram account was that one?
I don't know.
Mine.
We cannot follow each of them, so someone like wrote us a question, so we have it.
I think that is a provocative.
When are you coming back to become prime minister?
Okay, see,
it's from Albania,
from
probably.
Albania. That's well, which is quite a provocative one.
If I'm from Albania, I would vote for you. Just to know.
Thank you very much. I don't think that I don't know. I'm having this job and I'm coming back to Albania every weekend. But I don't think that there is a free vacancy on the Prime Minister at this moment.
Yeah, now you have this job. Please don't
That's
leave
what
us. Yeah, like don't leave us. Stay with us because we love what RCC is doing. We love. I know that you had actually one women campaign, women project where you put like women in center.
Oh, we'll continue on that. That is something that is really close to our heart.
I'm quite glad of it. I actually like scroll it and Google it, and you put like real stories of 3 real women. And they are like Nada Markovic, Iris Đinović, and Aida Čorbađić. And I love because they were so honest. Their stories are so honest. Those are stories of what women and people here are actually dealing with. Will you continue that project?
We'll continue. That comes from an idea and decision from the brainstorming we had with our PR girls at the RCC. When we decided that it's good for the region to showcase real histories of women based on this project, but men as well, that through difficulties and tested by fires have succeeded to move ahead. And here you have 2 histories, one of Nada, who is from Gratunac, then Aida, who was a very touchy story during October, based on the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Iris, that is from Albania, but married with a guy from Kosovo, and she is more on the innovative side, so building up a platform that is called School Me for young pupils, and for children in diaspora. Then we have already a history that has to be shooted very soon in Montenegro. We'll continue it in Serbia as well, and I think it's going to be a nice story too on a businesswoman. So we are trying to find out the women that really made to move ahead through difficulties. And as I said, so it's whenever you play the victim for a long time, people tend to see you as a victim. And I think that the region has to, yes, we should not forget the past. We should not forget that there were victims of different types, women as well, in this region a lot. But I think that we should show the story of how things move on.
I love that, this one. Bulji asks, Blondie, sorry.
Okay.
Like, name 2 women that inspire you.
That might be well. I wouldn't really pick out 2 women because maybe there is a huge list. But I would say for the constituency, seriousness, discipline, devotion, and keeping the heart next to this region, Angela Merkel. And I would say that an inspiring woman who was really moving kind of proudly and classy forward is Christine Lagarde as well.
Oh yeah, I love her as well. Actually,
but, well, it might be a lot. So I'm just mentioning 2 names, and I don't know, occasionally. So I mentioned 1 German, 1 French now. See?
And now I will show you.
That is not. It came by accident, but it looks.
But
like
here in Homework Hub, we actually named each of our classrooms. So this big one name is Miss Sirbi. The other one upstairs is called Staka Skenderova. And those are actually women from Bosnia who developed education in Bosnia. So it's quite cool. So, yeah, so we are trying to inspire
real role models.
Yeah. So we will try, but hopefully one day 1 classroom will be named by you.
Really?
Of course.
Are those
why
women
not?
alive or?
No, they're dead.
Okay, so we have
we won't wait that you die. So yeah, someone actually asks even here. Mr. Bregu, what are some traits you think women in leadership possess? Or
traits women in leadership possess? Well, I guess might be some traits that are you might find in every woman in leadership, and there are some others that go based on your personality. But well, I think maybe confidence is something that you should wear with yourself when you are in politics. Otherwise, you'll stumble. So if you are not confident on what you are doing and saying. Empathy is something that is quite underappreciated in these times.
Because it's usually characteristic of weakness of women. Yeah.
But I think that empathy and kindness is one of those traits that people should be really proud if they really have those traits in them. And usually women have more empathy than men.
Yeah.
Then I would say hard work, discipline, definitely. Being a good communicator as well. You have to communicate to
always
people.
A must.
Yeah, you have to communicate to people, and then trying to inspire and build the teamwork. No one is perfect, so everybody is a human being. No one could expect that you are a superman or a superwoman. So everybody has flaws, everybody has problems. You need to build a team in order to rely and then have success.
But people usually expect, especially from women, to be a superwoman if they want to be in leadership or in some leading positions.
Well, frankly, I don't believe that there is any superwoman or superman, as I said. So there are moments when you have to take decisions, and then the decision making makes you look tougher or strong. Few people could really know how hard it is to live a life of a leader, or if people really project and see you as a leader, because you don't have to disappoint them.
Yeah, we
and
have
that is not
with
an easy thing. Usually you see some people might be charming at the beginning as leaders, and then they disappoint you immediately because maybe they are not hard workers, maybe there is less substance and they are more shallow. So that's a tricky thing. That's why few people are real leaders.
Yeah, we have quite a problem with that in Bosnia and in politics, but don't talk about that. We have one more question, like Lori asks, will you have any break at the end of the year? Nice one.
Will you have any break?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that, but as for now, I know that until the 21st of December, I'm full. So it's only some weekend breaks, but I just hope that then, because everybody should go home as well. So yeah, but I have to, because even if I have any things to do, then people should go home. So it's yeah. By the end of the year, I'll have the break, the usual one.
Yeah, to spend with your family.
With my family, definitely, and my kids and.
Do they miss you?
Well, I guess they do.
Hope so.
Even that they are grown up, but especially my son, that is he's still a young one, so a teenager already.
And I always miss my mom.
They used to. Yeah, I remember that when I was ill as a kid or a young girl, and my mom was home, those were the happiest days.
I have sister, she's like 31, and still when she's 6, she's like, Mom. So I think it never stops, actually. We had like some question more which people ask, and it's like quite interesting, and it's the thing of this we live in the fourth industrial revolution, so we have something about these two examples of girl from agricultural faculty in Sarajevo who won the first prize with the best environmental idea, plastic fantastic project. And we also have this other experience with Lamia Balic. I'm so bad with names, so sorry, I'm reading these names. And she's a student from Birch University in Sarajevo, created plastic using natural materials, which is like much more degradable than regular plastics, and received 2 awards at some huge science and technology fair in Brazil. And like this is amazing.
Great,
yeah. And we miss these like really good examples of young people doing something.
Well, that is something that will be devoted from the beginning of next year as well. Yes, don't expect that what I'm telling here is just for the sake of publicizing whatever we will be doing at the RCC. But there are some agendas that are core business, there are some others. especially those who have a human touch that are most I think are the most important for us. So from next year we'll be devoting much more time and energy on the innovation and startups, trying to identify a framework and a platform for the region where young people could share ideas and develop and build up businesses together. So
we actually started like that. We won on one competition, a startup competition, and we are here like half a year later. So it's a really good chance.
And I think that you'll be moving forward very soon.
We really hope so. But it's really good chance. People and young people usually don't believe in it. So we are like real example that you can make something of it. You need to use it, and you need to try.
Young people are creative, and I think that they make use of that opportunity.
We need to use that in Balkan. Like, should we finish with something like interesting that everyone likes?
So,
where do you shop? I love your clothes. I really love it.
Wherever I can find something that suits to me, that suits to the job and to the position, but mostly, and everybody knows it in Albania. So I have a very close friend of mine that is a seamstress and then a stylist, and most of the things that I wear, like this one, is hers.
It's beautiful.
So I'm proudly wearing since years, when I was minister and so on, whatever she can imagine during night, and then in the morning she said, okay, you'll have something by midday, come and take it, because yes, that's something that I made. So I'm proudly wearing
I love those, like, I imagine something that will be done in like half a day or a few hours.
Especially when you don't have time, then you have to rely on somebody, and so I'm in good hands.
Yeah, you're in really, really good hands.
Thank
so
you.
I'm glad because of that. Someone's knocking. Yeah, we will finish soon. But I don't know, do you have like some other questions on any of our Instagram accounts? Hi people. We didn't wave you. We know that this is not a proper type of Instagram Live. We should like talk with ourselves and then answer on your question. But I actually don't love that type. It's quite scary. I'm looking at the mobile phone and talking with myself. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Do we have any more like questions, or maybe we can say goodbye to our followers?
I guess nobody can translate in real time simultaneously the questions in Albanian, so it's
yeah, so Albanians like sorry. Yeah, I can now like say hi to my Albanian friend from my MA studies. Yeah, I had a great time with them. They're such a nice girls, and I need to come to Albania.
You have to.
Yeah, I really have to. So hi guys, like thank you. Yeah, we have like one small gift for you. It's like homework hub, because you know you need to learn and teach and study like through whole your life. So we have one card for homework club card.
So I might come and read the papers and documents here whenever. Or shall I?
No, you should come, but we don't have like special room
that
for
I'm
you.
studying. I don't need any. I just need a corner.
Yeah, we have a corner, but that will probably be just for you, because you have a lot of things to read.
I will pretend that I'm reading serious things, and I might get a book. And then hide it among the papers that are.
You can use this one till 2030, so you have like.
Till 2030.
Yeah, you have like enough time.
That goes even longer than the new strategy.
Yeah. You never know.
Thank you very much.
Please be welcome anytime you want to come here.
And that's a nice idea that might be replicated as well in the region.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Next one in Tirana. You never know. Like, thank you guys for watching us. We hope you liked it. I know it's not a typical live, but I think these are like much more useful than talk just about makeup and things. No. Yeah. See you guys. Bye. Share to story.